English Weekly. Your English Weekly. La chronique 100% en anglais de Radio Grand Lac avec Sinead.
Hello, hello, and welcome back to Your English Weekly. Bonjour à tous ceux qui nous écoutent aujourd'hui en Radio Grand Lac 92.1 FM. Bienvenue à l'émission Your English Weekly. Je suis Sinead Dupont, professeure d'anglais. L'objectif de cette émission, c'est stimuler la langue anglaise et l'expression anglais. Chaque semaine, vous découvrez soit un article, une histoire inspirée d'un élève ou un étudiant de Your English Workshop. Cette émission est sponsorisée par Your English Workshop, qui est un centre de formation pour l'apprentissage de l'anglais pour les adultes et les enfants certifiés Calliope. Pour les ados qui souhaitent partir à l'étranger, en Irlande, vous pouvez me contacter à sinead@yourenglishworkshop.com et le 24 juin, nous avons les portes ouvertes à la revoir pour les inscriptions pour 2023-24 pour la rentrée. Restez à l'écoute dans les 15 prochaines minutes pour notre expression de la semaine et notre conversation en anglais avec Cécile, une élève de Your English Workshop. Hi and welcome back to Your English Weekly. Today we have a student with a new lesson. Our lesson today is a B2 level. It shouldn't be too difficult, but if you need the script, please don't hesitate to send me an email at sinead@yourenglishworkshop.com. Today my guest is Cécile. Cécile is going to give us a lesson about her association she works with to create a business or a company. Hi, Cécile.
Hi, Sinead.
Thanks for coming today, Cécile. Cécile, could you introduce yourself to our audience?
Yes, my name is Cécile. I am 27 years old and live in the countryside between Chambéry and Aix-les-Bains. I am a student at Your English Workshop and I work for an association that helps entrepreneurs create a company.
Oh, thank you. And you know, Cécile, every week we give an expression. And this week's expression is, the ball's in your court. Do you have any idea what that means?
Well, maybe I think I have a general idea of what this expression means. I think it suggests that it's now someone else's turn to take action or make a decision.
Okay. So, Cécile, before we start our lesson today, we will find out the expression and what it means at the end. Can you explain a few words to our listeners that they're going to hear in your lesson today? So, one of the first words that they're going to hear is, he jumps into it. What does that mean?
To jump into it means to start something quickly without hesitation or careful consideration.
Okay. Feasible. What does feasible mean?
Feasible means capable of being achieved successfully. It refers to the viability of an idea or plan.
Okay. And pursuing. Some people are pursuing.
Pursuing means to follow something with determination. It involves making efforts and taking action to achieve something.
To conduct. What does it mean to conduct?
To conduct means to carry out a specific activity or task.
Okay. Target audience. What does target audience mean?
Target audience refers to a specific group of people who are the intended recipients of a particular message, product, or service.
Okay. Tailor. What does tailor mean?
To tailor means to adjust something according to specific requirements or preferences.
Like we do in Your English Workshop. Up and running. What does that mean, up and running?
Up and running means to be fully operational or functioning.
Okay. To figure out.
To figure out means to determine and find a solution to a question.
Okay.
Through thinking, analysis, or investigation.
Okay. Crowdfunding. That's a word we hear quite often today in English. Crowdfunding.
Crowdfunding refers to the practice of raising funds for a project by collecting small contributions from a large number of people, typically through an online platform.
Okay, so an online platform where people can raise money. Securing. What does securing mean?
Securing means to obtain something in a reliable manner.
Okay. Best suits. What does best suits mean?
Best suits refers to selecting the option that is most appropriate for fulfilling someone's specific needs or requirements.
Ops for. What does that mean, ops for?
To opt for means to select a specific option or alternative.
Okay, an option or an alternative. Not set in stone. Listeners, this is another, not famous, but popular expression. Not set in stone.
Not set in stone means that something is not fixed or definitive and can be subject to change.
Okay, so it's not definitive and subject to change. Very good. Okay, Cécile, do you want to read our lesson to our listeners today?
Yes, of course. So today I'm going to talk to you about the different steps of creating a business using the example of John, who wants to open a coffee shop in Aix-les-Bains. Step 1, idea validation. The first step in creating a business is to develop a great idea. John loves coffee and thinks opening a coffee shop would be a great business idea. However, before he jumps into it, he needs to make sure that his idea is feasible. It's important to validate the idea by asking questions like A. Is there a need for a new coffee shop in the area? B. What makes this coffee shop unique? C. Would people be willing to pay for his coffee? By validating his idea, John can save time, money, and energy, but not pursuing an unfeasible idea. Step 2, market research. Once John validates his idea, the next step is to conduct market research. These steps involve A. Analyzing the competition, B. Understanding the target audience. John needs to know who his competitors are, how they operate, their strengths and weaknesses, and what makes his coffee shop unique. John should also identify his target audience and understand their needs and preferences. This will help him tailor his product and marketing to meet their needs better. Step 3, project budgeting. After conducting market research, John needs to budget his project. This step involves estimating the cost of starting and running the coffee shop. John should account for A. Rent, B. Equipment, C. Supplies, D. Salaries, E. Marketing, F. On operating costs. By creating a budget, John can ensure he has enough money to get his business up and running. Step 4, financing. Financing is often the most challenging aspect of starting a business. John will have to figure out how much money he needs and explore different financing options, such as A. Using personal savings, B. Getting a bank loan, C. Seeking investment from investor or crowdfunding. So it's important to remember that financing often takes longer than expected, so planning for delays is wise. Step 5, legal and tax structure. After securing financing, John consults a business attorney to understand the various legal and tax structure. With the help of his attorney, John can evaluate the characteristics of different structures and choose the one that best suits his needs. As a small business owner, John opts for a limited liability company. Step 6, installation of launching. Finally, it's time for John to open the doors of his coffee shop. This includes everything from A. Designing the space, B. Hiring employees, C. Marketing the business to the public. While the launch is exciting, staying focused on ensuring everything is running smoothly, it's important. To conclude, it's important to note that these steps are not set in stone and can be adapted and changed according to John's needs. Additionally, it's crucial to seek advice and support from experts in the field, such as accountants, lawyers, and associations. Remember, you don't have to do it alone. Building a network of advisors and supporters is a key element of success in business.
Wow. Oof, all of that to set up a business. Now, let's just check. There's just one word, Cécile, I want to check with you, which is limited liability company. Is that an SARL?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I just wanted to check. Okay, so Cécile, after all of these steps, which is in validation, market research, project building, financing, legal and tax structures, installation and launching, after all these steps are done, if people want to set up a business, where can they find it? How can they do it? Can they contact you directly?
Yes, you could contact directly Sinead and you pass it on me.
Okay, so they can contact me directly and I will pass it on to you. Okay, Cécile, thanks. So this is one of your specialities. This is what you do in your job. Okay, so how many people do you help per year, approximately?
There are many requests, but usually 3 or 4 variable per month.
Okay, so per month, 3 or 4 people with their ideas are viable within all the requests.
Exactly.
Okay. Do you have any success stories?
There are many, but I don't like to talk about them without their authorization.
Okay, I understand. So can anyone just apply for a loan? Can I just fill in a form and apply for a loan if I have an idea?
Anyone can apply, but there's lots of criteria recommended, and like all paperwork, you have to meet the criteria.
Okay, so like all the paperwork, we'd have to meet the criteria. Okay. Well, so listeners, if you are interested, send me a message and then I'll pass it on to Cécile. Cécile, how long have you been working with this association? Because it is an association, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It is.
I have just arrived 8 months ago, so.
Okay, so you've just joined the association. Okay, thanks a lot. So let's come back to our expression, Cécile. The ball is in your court, and exactly, it's your responsibility now. It's up to you. So, for example, I have done all the criteria. I have got the loan from the association, and now the ball's in my court. And there we are. We have to do what's feasible. Okay, listeners, well, thank you very much for all of that. Cécile, it's wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, so if you want to listen to this podcast again, don't hesitate to find us on Radio Grand Lac on YouTube, Your English Weekly, the 23rd of May. And remember to go onto the website and you can click on Sinead at Your English Workshop and send me any of your requests. You will see also our Facebook page with the expression of the week. And please stay tuned for a few more minutes, as at 1 o'clock we've got Patrick Masson, Place aux Associations. At 2:15 we've got Astrid with Toute Beauté, and at 6:15 we've got the Économie Autrement with Jerome. So stay tuned on Radio Grand Lac and you will hear more things happening today. Thanks again, Cécile, for joining us.
Thank you, Sinead.
Okay, bye to you from us at you.
Radio Grand Lac.